What's Fishing. Today is the 2-year anniversary from when me and my good buddy Johnson came to this area right here and absolutely smoked big, huge, giant bull reds. I think we had about 9 or 11 that day. I'm not even sure. They were huge. I'll put the link to that video. It's just a little short video somewhere in the description or up here on the top of the screen. Today I came back out here since it's the 2-year anniversary. Just got out here. There's two differences. That day we were using spinning rods, using popping corks and throwing matrix shad. Today I'm going to fly fish for them. The water's a little dirty, but we're going to see if we can catch them anyway. I know there's bulls out here. We just got to see if we can see them in the dirty water. And the other difference is we came out here 2 years ago. We were kind of off the bank a little ways, and 3 to 5 feet of water catching them. And today I'm going to be sight fishing against the bank. But let's see how we do. First time watching, please subscribe. Y'all hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and let's get started. Thank y'all. I'm sorry if anybody's watching. I know it's awkward. I'm filming for my YouTube channel also, so that was my little intro, y'all. Sorry. Just got out here. Water's a little dirty. But I'm gonna start off. I got my 10 weight rod. I'm gonna throw a spoon fly right here, which is it's a fly, but it's a spoon. So I got a gold spoon fly on here. I'm gonna start easing down these banks to see if we can see some giant bull reds out here. I had a charter out here the other day, and we caught one out here, but we saw a lot more. We actually saw quite a bit of them out here, and then a huge thunder and lightning storm blew in. I mean, it got bad. We had to run from that. We came back out after the lightning storm, and we saw some fish, but they quit biting for some reason. So we're gonna give it a shot, see how we do. Just getting started, y'all. If my dad's watching, I know he's gonna be bored. He don't like watching me fly fish. He says it's boring. But I love catching 20+ pounders on a fly rod, so we're gonna see how we do. These are not small redfish we're going for out here, y'all. These are all, most of them average 20 pounds or bigger. I said the water's kind of dirty. I've only got about several inches of visibility right here. It might get clean in certain spots, but these things are so big that hopefully we can either see their pushes, like their wakes when they're going down the bank, or you'll see them just coming up busting bait fish. It was kind of a last minute trip today, y'all. I was at home and it popped up on my camera saying that 2 years ago today is when we were out here catching all those giants on spinning rod. So thought I'd come out here and try it. This right here is like a little bonus section, but the land that I want to fish starts right over here, and it's real shallow all the way down through there. And there should be some giants along there. See right here, there's a shallow part, and I can actually see underwater right here. So, ooh, red just came up and swiped at a crab right there. Giant bull just came up. There's a crab swimming right there. A bull red swiped at him and missed him. I don't see the fish though, but I saw the huge boil, and that's the only thing I could imagine would have swiped at that crab. Throwing my 10 weight, y'all, because the wind's blowing. I actually had a slight lightning delay. As soon as I got to the marina and put the boat in the water, it started thundering and lightning. So I waited on that to go by. I hope the water cleans up right over here in this real shallow stuff. There's bait everywhere. I'm seeing bait fish and shrimp everywhere. And I'm using an Orvis. This is a Helios 3. I haven't got the Helios 4s yet. I haven't ordered one of those. This is a Cortland line. It's a 10 weight. It's their redfish. I think it's their redfish tropic line or tropic redfish series. Doing a turtle. All right, I'm about to be over here on the good stretch of bank. Y'all, I got a platform on the back of my boat with a camera looking down on me. And usually when it's back there, I hit it with my fly line, so I hope I don't do that today. But I was trying to get a good downward view of me fishing. God, I wish this water was clean. It's kind of dirty. But it's not no kind of to it. It's dirty. I got several inches of visibility. That's it. Maybe when I get in this super shallow stuff, I'll be able to see the reds like contrasting off the bottom. I had a trawler out here the other day, and had a girl. She caught a 38 incher out here, and then that storm. She caught it on a gold spoon, and then the storm blew in. I know I can't get back there and read chat right now, y'all. I know y'all probably doing chat messages, but if I get back there and look at that, I can't look for the fish. So. Coming up on that real shallow stretch of the bank right here, so should start seeing some fish. I don't want to burn my face off. There's shrimp out here jumping around. There's a ton of speckled trout out here too. We've been catching speckled trout every time we come out here fishing for bulls. All right. Man, the water's dirty. We're gonna ease down through here and see what we can do, y'all. The water is dirty, dirty. We're super shallow though. We're several inches of water right here. It's real shallow. I'm gonna raise my trolling motor just a hair, y'all, because we're real shallow right here. It's dirtier than it was the other day right here. The other day when we had the charter, we could actually see underwater and see the fish some. But I ain't giving up. We're gonna catch some. I can smell the mud from my trolling motor digging in the mud out here. I can smell it. It smells like sulfur. For any of y'all that don't fish down here in Louisiana, it smells like sulfur. The other day, they were absolutely blowing bait up all along this bank right here. All right, I see a wake coming towards me now, y'all. I see a big wake coming towards me. It's got to be a red. I don't know what else it would be. I'm just going to drift into it. Try not to hit my camera in the back. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Right here. I saw a piece of grass on my line. I hope that didn't just screw that cast up. Come on. I could barely see that fish, y'all. The water's dirty. I could barely see the fish. It did turn on the fly at one point. It didn't. I'm gonna just kind of drift right here and see if I can see it again. See another one. That one was only 20 something inches long. That wasn't one of those big 20 pounders or anything. Still would have been cool to catch, but he was only 20 something inches long. There's crabs right here all over the place. Yeah, I got that big, what it is, it's a backrest that I got back there on my polling platform. And I got a camera set up on that, kind of looking down at me, but whenever I've got it back there, I usually hit it with my fly line. So it makes my casting a little bit awkward, but whatever. Golly, we're super shallow right here. I mean, very shallow. Which, you know, redfish are not very tall, so. They're a lot longer than they are tall. The boat is still floating though, so at least we're not stuck. If it ever gets where the boat don't rock, then you know you're stuck. It's super shallow all out in here, so they're liable to be anywhere in here. The other day, they were just blowing up, feeding all over the space. There's a wake right here. I think there's a wake right there. I think. See if I can see it pop back up again. I thought I saw a wake right there. Just a slight wake, but I thought I saw one. Come on, buddy. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I saw a little bit of a wake, but it disappeared on me. The wind is coming from this direction right here. So I'm just kind of letting it push me along as much as possible to keep from being on the trolling motor. We do have a falling tide all afternoon. I don't think it's like falling super hard, but we do have a falling tide, which is a good thing. I really wish the water would get super clean right back here. I just heard something big bust across the other side of the bay. Now, right around this land on the other side of it, y'all, I got a whole nother stretch of bank that should have big ones on it also. I hadn't even checked it yet this bull season, but they should be there. Come on, baby, come on. Folks at home want to see a big fish. Water's cleaning up a little bit right here. Something pretty big just rolled right there. Oh, it's a sheephead. boat, but it's not gonna eat this. It's not gonna eat the fly I got tied on here. I've got a spoon fly tied on, y'all. If anybody's just joined me, it's a fly, but it's a gold spoon. They're called spoon flies because the water's kind of dirty. I hear thunder back there. I am so sorry, y'all. It's been raining almost every day down here for like a month. All right, right down here in this corner, I'm seeing some wakes. There might be a school of bulls right here. That's a big wake too. I see a big wake. Yeah, I got a big wake coming towards me right here. I hope it's not a shark. We've been seeing a ton of sharks out here. It's either going to be a bull or a shark. It's a freaking gigantic sheephead. Oh my Lord. He's right on the boat, y'all. When I say, I'm talking about he's probably 6 or 7 pounds sheephead. That's what it is. Gigantic sheephead. That's what was making that wake, y'all. He's sitting right there. He stopped. I'm gonna grab my other rod. I got a regular, there he goes right there. Probably about 6 or 7 pound sheephead. I'm gonna grab my other rod, y'all. It's got a regular fly on it, and I'll be able to catch sheephead stuff too if I see them. I mean, I don't really, that's not really what I'm targeting, but the sheephead probably would have ate a regular fly. Let me grab this other rod right here. Any chat? Let me see. Is there any chat? No chat. Sweet. Got a big old honking bull red fly on this thing, y'all. Look at the size of that fly. Woo! Big old fly. All right, so this right here is an Orvis Helios 3 also, but it's an 8 weight. The other was a 10 weight, and this one has it's Cortland line, but this is actually this is their tarpon line. It's made for tarpon. The fly line is completely clear, so I think it's their tarpon taper. I think is what they call it. But I do have 10 weight. I think this is 10 weight line on this 8 weight rod. I usually go up on the fly line. I think it's 10 weight. I think I see a fish right here. That big old huge sheephead was making that wake up there. That was a huge sheephead. Come on, sunshine. We got a little bit of clouds right here right now. And when you're sight fishing, y'all, you really want super bright sunshine, as bright as you can get. ton of bait activity right down through here. Tons of bait activity right here. We're gonna catch some, y'all. Gotta see them. I just need the opportunity. I used to go on afternoon trips all the time. If I didn't have a charter, I would go in the afternoon, and I wouldn't even get in the water. I wouldn't even get on the water till like 4 o'clock or something. And you would see big redfish just going up down the banks feeding. I got a little bit of a point right here where the bank turns and goes back that way. And there's a canal that comes in right back here. So maybe there'll be some activity right here. I haven't fished this far back on this section of it since last year around the fall. This area out here is one of my fall and wintertime spots for redfish. I think I just saw a tail. Yeah, something's over here along this bank feeding right here. Something right here. Hold on. I saw a little bit of a wake right there. Oh yeah, there's another wake right there. All right, we're starting to get in them now. There's a stingray. I don't want that, but I see a huge wake right here and a lot of bait right here. Oh yeah, there's a giant one coming straight towards the boat. It's a big wake. I don't know how big the fish is. Oh, it's a big one. It's a monster. Oh God. He's got it. It's a freaking monster. I'm talking 20 pound plus. He's pulling the boat, y'all. I got a power pole down. I just power pole down. He was pulling the boat. Golly. It is a monster, y'all. It is a monster. 20 plus pounder. I brought my digital scale today too, so we can confirm that. If we get this thing in. My first time I went back with the fly, I actually hit the daggum my fly rod with the fly, which was embarrassing to me anyway. But then I put it right in front of him. I stripped. He was hauling butt. I stripped it as soon as it went in front of his face. He blew up on it. He's got this 8-weight bent over, boy. Woo! So I'm talking about right here, y'all. This is why people come from all over the world right here to Louisiana. I've had people from Poland, Czechoslovakia, all over South America, Colombia, Canada, which, you know, we don't count Canada, but Canada. Of course, all over the United States, y'all. He's got this 8-weight bent over like crazy. I'm just holding on to him, y'all. There's nothing I can do right now until he gives me a little bit of room to work with. All I can do is hold on to him, or her, whatever it is, and hope she's got that hook good. Woo! My chest camera was actually on. My rear camera is actually on. And we got it on YouTube Live, y'all. We hitting on all 3 cameras right now. That's good, because sometimes I hook into a massive fish, or one of my clients will hook into a massive fish, and one of the cameras will be on. This right here is not a small fish. So, Dad, if you're watching, I know he don't like watching me fly fish because he says it's boring. But if you're watching, this is a monster, Daddy. He says it's boring to watch me sight fish for him. This fish, oh my Lord, he's probably at least 40 inches or close to it, y'all. I just saw him come up out of the water. His back came up. Woo! The first real opportunity I had, that little one back there today, I could barely see that one. But this is the first bull opportunity we had. He ate it. I'm looking around me, y'all, because there's activity all along this bank right here. Oh, it's a big boy or a big girl. She's a monster. I got to get my net ready. I hadn't even got my net put together, y'all. All right. The net is red eye. Look at this thing. Can y'all see this thing digging? Can y'all see the rod? Woo! Y'all, I have some open days in August. I'm booked about half the month in September so far, but I do have some open days in September too. October, I'm completely booked, y'all. Every day except for 3 days in October. November, I still got about half the month probably. In December, I think I got half the month. It's gonna stay like this with these bull reds all the way until sometime about mid-spring. They'll start moving out towards the Gulf in about mid-spring. But from now till mid-spring, this is what we're doing right here. Oh my God, it's a big fish. I can see my leader. By the way, y'all, I know the guys at Mad River ain't gonna me on this, but y'all, I use straight 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. It's not tapered. I don't have all that 40 to 30 to 20 to 10. I don't have all that. This is straight 40-pound fluorocarbon leader going straight to my fly line and straight to the fly. Sometimes I use 30-pound, but I don't like risking it for the biscuit when I'm out here catching fish this big. I've had clients bring their own stuff before, and they bring like 16-pound leader and all, then they break a giant fish off like this. It's bad you come from far away to get on one of these and then break it off because your leader's not big enough. Y'all, I'm just wearing this fish down. I think it's a female. Because sometimes those males, if they're grunting, you can actually hear them grunt. When they get close to the top, you can kind of hear it coming out from under water, but I hadn't heard a grunt, so it's probably a big female. Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Come here. Oh. People ask me all the time, how do you get them in the boat when you're fly fishing by yourself? Like that. It's not easy. It is not easy, y'all. It's a big female. She freaking ate it. She ate it. I mean, it came right out. That's what I love about fly fishing. They normally don't get hurt at all when you're fly fishing. But she ate it, y'all. Let's see how big she is. She might be close to my PB. I don't know. My biggest one ever. My biggest one ever on fly was 44. I don't think she's gonna beat 40. No. She's 41 inches, y'all. 41. Oh, and she's pooping all over me. 41 inches, folks at home. So there you go, Dad. There you go, YouTube. She is pooping all over me and the boat. Oh, crap. All right, let's get her in the water. Come on, girl. Oh. All right, baby. Oh, God, at least she's ready to go. Go then, girl, go. Whew. She pooped all over me and all over the boat. That's not eggs, that's poop. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all's ever caught redfish that big, but it wears you out. It'll wear you out. Whew. All right, YouTube, that's one today. It's 3:35. I'm not even sure how long I've been fishing. I'd have to go back and look at my. Well, I can look at my. I've been fishing about 38 minutes. All right, you always want to check your leader, y'all. Redfish, and especially those really big bull reds, they actually have teeth, and they're up under the lip. But if you pull the skin of their lip back, they have teeth, and it's like bass, but way worse. They'll actually cut you up bad. I've had my hands cut up from those big bull reds and stuff. But that's the fly we're using, y'all. It's just a big old huge black and purple. Look at the size hook on that thing. I mean, big old huge black and purple hook, y'all. My leader's fine. It's not messed up at all. My boat's messed up because she pooped all over it. I'd probably be pooping too. If I got abducted by aliens, I would probably be pooping also. So I can't blame her. I ain't mad at her. I had on there. Jeez. Maybe y'all done saw me catch too many big ones and y'all ain't impressed. Y'all come catch a 41 incher on a fly rod. That's some work right there. Can I get a thumbs up or a comment or something? That helps my YouTube channel a lot. All right, let's go, y'all. There's a lot of bait on this bank right here. Maybe we'll see another giant. I'm gonna keep throwing this 8 weight. I guess that 10 weight is actually on these giant bulls. It's a lot easier to get them in, and when it's windy, casts a lot better in the wind. I just like my 10 weights a lot better. It's really my preferred size of fly rod to be using out here is a 10 weight. The average, I mean, most people use an 8 weight. You know, 8, 9s, and 10s is what you want to have out here. But my 10 weight, man, it'll the 10 weight will handle those bulls a lot better. Woo! All right, y'all. I'm finna keep on keeping on down this bank. We came around this curve right here, and I told y'all there was a bunch of bait in activity. And as soon as we came around this curve, I saw that wake, the wake of that fish coming toward me. And that was her. She was 41 inches long. Let's see if we can get another one. That's a successful day right there, y'all. If you come down here to Louisiana fly fishing, especially if it's like your first time or something, if you catch 1 or 2 in a day, that's a good one. Most time you're going to catch more, but sometimes you don't, you know. That's just the way it is. You don't always come out here and smoke them, you know. There's been days we come out here and zeroed. I don't know a single guide. I don't know a single fishing guide that has not zeroed out here, including me. I've had fly charters, y'all, where we saw 20 fish and we didn't catch any of them. So I'm talking about 20 bull reds and didn't catch any of them. That's just the way it is sometimes. There is a ton of bait and a ton of activity right down through here. Woo, my heart's still beating, y'all. Dang it, I might have scared one off. I saw what looked like a little bit of a wake right there. I might have scared one off. If anybody's watching live, or if anybody's just joining live, which I can't see the phone, so I don't know. We just caught a 41-inch bull red on the fly. Water is dirty. I can literally only see my fly about 3 to 4 inches down. So I'm really looking for pushes, like the wakes from the fish. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for the fish itself, but they're just hard to see. I think I just saw a back out of the water right here, I think. Unless it was a stingray. You know, sometimes those stingrays will do that too. There's so much bait right in here. So much bait. Very, very shallow, y'all. We're way less than a foot of water right here. It's real shallow. There's a big stingray right there against the bank. I'd love to catch another 40 plus incher. They wear you out, but they're fun to catch. Yeah, that big girl, she wasn't hurt at all. The fly, she ate it, but it was just barely, you know, wasn't hooked bad at all. Took the hook out and she's gone. She'll be making babies here for long. So the spawning season down here for redfish, y'all, normally starts in August. Is when they start making babies. And they'll usually make babies all the way up through October. But we'll actually start catching them big giants usually around the last part of July, and we'll catch them all the way until like early spring, and in spring they'll start moving out to the Gulf. But that fall and winter time is some of my favorite times to fish. Wintertime, the water gets real low and usually gets pretty clean. And you can see some monsters. There's a ton of disturbed water out there in the middle of the bay. This whole bay is super shallow. And there's a bunch of bait and disturbed water right out there in the middle of that thing. They could be right there in the middle, and I don't know it. I'm getting real shallow right here. This right here is where like a little drain canal comes out of the marsh right here. Well, wish the water was clean. It's dirty today, but you know, I've seen two reds. I caught that one that was 41 inches long. I've seen, I think, two or three sheep's head. So it's possible to see them. It's just, but the water's pretty bad. To go down this next little stretch right here because there's a canal that comes in back here. Actually, the canal's up there, but I'm gonna try to go down this next little stretch right here, and then might shoot around this land right here, and there's another bay right over there that's real shallow that I love to fish also. Yeah, we were out here a few days ago for a charter. I think it was just a couple of days ago. I think it was Monday. This stretch of bank we've been fishing right here. We came out here a couple days ago for a charter. There were bull reds chasing bait all up and down this thing. We caught one, and then we had to run from a lightning storm. I think there's fish all out here in this middle part. I think there's fish all out in there, man. It's shallow out there, but it's shallow everywhere here. But I'm seeing bait all out in there. I'm gonna go a little bit further down through here, y'all. Just joining, we've been fishing for less than an hour, and we've caught a 41-inch redfish. We've seen 2 redfish and caught 1, and we've seen a few sheephead. The water's actually dirty. I can only see my fly about maybe 4 or 5 inches. I'm gonna turn right here. I'm gonna shoot out towards the middle, y'all. There's a lot of bait out there. I'm just curious if there's some big reds out here in this middle. Then after that, I'm gonna shoot right around the wake right by there behind me just then. After that, I'm gonna shoot around this and go to another bank over here, y'all. It's real shallow. Another thing about right here in the middle, there's a current line coming down through here. You can see the current line. There's bait all over this current line out here. There's bait all over out here. Maybe there'll be some big bulls right here in the middle of this thing. maybe a foot deep or something. So we're still shallow enough to see them and see their wakes and stuff out here. Got a little bit of breeze going, y'all. Feels good, man. Y'all, if y'all weren't watching earlier, y'all should have seen when that 41-inch bull grabbed my fly. He grabbed that fly and gone. There's bait all over right out here. It might be 2 feet right here. It might be a little bit too deep for me to see them. There's some disturbed water right out here. I'm gonna look at this disturbed water real quick before I take off. My live's still off. No, it's back on. All right, y'all. We just changed locations slightly. We came around the curve right here to another bank. It goes down through here that's real shallow. And when we get around the curve right there, there's a couple of openings that go back to where there's like a pond. So if you can't, we won't be able to get into the pond. It's gonna be too shallow, I'm pretty sure. But on the outside edge of that pond, ought to be outstanding for the redfish. So let me grab my casting, my stripper basket. There's one of my female, she's actually a female client of mine. Instead of calling it a stripping basket, she called it a stripper basket. And I told her, I was like, I cannot believe me being a guy, I've never even thought about calling it a stripper basket, but that's what she called it. Which I thought was kind of funny. All right, this stretch of bank, I haven't even hit this bull red season at all. I haven't hit it at all. And it's normally got them all over at this time of year, just like the other bank right there does. All right, let's go find out. Let's find out, y'all. So if you just joined in, we've caught one 41-inch bull red. We've seen two redfish, a small one, like 20-something inches, and a 41-incher. We caught the 41-incher, and we've seen 2 or 3 sheep's head, which I don't really count that. It's not what I'm looking for. But we just moved locations, so we're going to see some big ones over here. There's birds over here everywhere. I know y'all can't see it. That whole side over there is lined with birds all over the bank. So they're probably looking for bait. So there ought to be some big reds out here. It's super shallow once we get right down here. So the goal is to not get stuck and to see fish. So not getting stuck is the first priority. And seeing fish is right after that. Because when I get right down here, it's going to get just inches deep. We're already maybe a foot deep right here. What's up, bird? This area out here, y'all, does not get much fishing pressure at all. I'm out here a lot running charters, and it don't get a lot of fishing pressure. So these birds are probably like, what are y'all doing? Water's still freaking dirty. I can only see my fly about 3 to 4 inches underwater. But when it's dirty like that, you really want to go in that super shallow water, because that way you can still kind of see the redfish contrasting off the bottom, or you'll see them swimming, like you'll see them pushing weights. So when it's dirty like that, you just have to fish shallow as you can and hope you see the fish, you know. Or go find clean water. But the wind's been blowing. We've been getting thunderstorms and the wind blowing every day, so probably the only place I can find clean water is if I go out to the Gulf, and I do not want to go all the way to the Gulf. That's about another 6 or 7 mile run that way, and I just don't want to do all that. So It's probably clean at the Gulf. I just don't want to do it. All right, I'm getting to my little prime spot right here. It's where it gets super shallow, and it runs shallow way out and makes a point. And then right over here, when the water's up, there's actually a canal and a pond that goes all the way from the bay on that side and runs all the way through and dumps out right here. Well, the water's super low, so the pond, there's nothing out there right now. It's mud. It's literally mud. But those fish should be sitting out here. There's a big dark spot right here, y'all. There's actually a few dark spots right here. I'm gonna pull down and see what this is. I don't see the fish. I don't see the fish, but I see well, it looks like something kicking up mud right here. That had to be fish because now the dark spots are kind of gone. I mean, in other words, there had to be fish kicking up mud right here. It's about to get super, super shallow. From all the times I've come out here and fished this spot, I just know it's very, very shallow right here. But maybe we can see the redfish in this real shallow water. There's birds stacked up. There's probably 100 birds or more right over here all over this bank. Stacked up right outside where the pond is normally at. I'm hoping the redfish are stacked up there also. If I was in my bay boat, I wouldn't even be able to get right here probably. This right here is very, very shallow. I came right here this spot last year, the day before charter, just scouting around. I had a charter the next day. And right here, I saw a bunch of reds. I think I caught 2 or 3 right here. Of course, they were all big redfish. On fly rod, I caught 2 or 3 on fly, and I left because I had a charter the next day. We got right here the next morning, the water had got muddy. It got muddy overnight. And the day I was out here by myself, you could see fish everywhere because the water was real clean. I think I just saw a back come out of the water right there. It was a wake of some sort. I think I just saw a wake. I don't know if that's a redfish or not. That was a battery low. Come on, man. That was a terrible cast. But this fly weighs about 3 pounds. It's a big old fly. That cast was terrible. I'm pretty sure I saw a big redfish right there, I think. It could have been a stingray. The water is so shallow right here. It could have been a stingray. I'm using a really big black and purple fly, something dark, because this water's dirty. I'm looking for fish. I'm seeing mud. I'm seeing mud clouds and stuff. But you know, some of that could be stingrays too. There's a real shallow spot right here. I gotta go around it. I can't go across it. Well, we've caught a lot of fish right here over the years. A lot of big redfish right here. So if you're just joining, if anybody's watching, I got here and started fishing about 2 something. I've seen 2 reds, a small like 20 something inch, and a big one. We caught the big one. He was 41 inches long. fish all out here in the middle of this bay. I know it's super shallow right up here because all these birds are standing in the water and their legs are only that big, so I know it's shallow right up here. Come on, baby. Let me see another bull red. Let me see another one. Ooh, oh man, I think we're dragging the boat on the bottom. It's so shallow right here. The fish just moved away from me right there. I don't know. I landed right behind him. What the? Did he grab it? Oh my Lord! He turned around and grabbed. I went back for a back cast and he had my fly. I went to cast again and he had my fly. I think there's multiple fish right here. I see all over the place right here. There's wakes all over right here. I don't know how big they might not be. I never even saw that fish. There's a bunch of fish right here. There's wakes all over right here. I'm just gonna power pole down. There's wakes everywhere right here. I don't even think I'm gonna need the net on this one. Big red, but it's a red. He smoked that fly. Hot. The water temperature is so hot down here, y'all. I think it's like 87 or 88. See the fly in his mouth, folks at home? It's a male. He's grunting like crazy. All right, buddy. We're going to let you go. Thank you. You're free. Y'all, there's wakes right here all over. This might be getting epic here real soon. This might be about to get epic. There's wakes all over right here. As much as I don't like blind casting, I caught that one on the blind cast. There's wakes all over right here, y'all. Are you kidding me right now? The next cast. These fish are stacked up right here with this pond normally. There's normally a pond right here and the water's so low. And they're stacked up right here, y'all. Oh, you going that side? Come on, buddy. They are stacked up right here. The next cast, y'all, just caught another one. Well, I ain't caught him yet, but he's on here. They're stacked up right here. This pond drains out to the bay. Another good 20-something incher. There you go, folks at home. This one is 23 inches. Oh, dang, dude. 23 inches. Dude, he's ready. Y'all, there's wakes everywhere out here. They're stacked up. I'm gonna see if I can catch another one. Just caught two on back-to-back casts. I do have openings in August, y'all. I do got openings in August. All right, see if we can catch another one. Those reds are stacked up right here. I mean, stacked up. I'm basically blind casting, y'all. There's so many fish right here. There's so many right here. They're just stacked. So right here in front of me, there's normally a pond. Well, the water's so low, there's nothing but a... Hold on. I could have sworn I saw a big one. That was a terrible cast. I saw a big wake right here. I'll tell you what, I might swap to my 10 weight rod. It's got a spoon fly on there. This fly is just so big for this 8 weight right here. They're eating it. I'm catching them on it. It's just hard to cast it. All right, folks at home. My phone actually got hot and turned off. I'm gonna prop my hat up on it right there for shade. All right, y'all. Let's get back on these fish. Let's get back on them. Y'all, I was live. My phone turned off because it got so hot. I just started back up. Y'all, there is a mother load of redfish right up here. So what it is, normally when the water's high in a pond, there's a canal that comes all the way through from the other part of the bay right here, and it drains into this bay. Well, the water's low. So all that water has drained out except for a trickle. And all these redfish are normally in this pond are stacked right up here, y'all. I done caught two on back-to-back casts. We've caught three redfish today. We've caught a 41 incher, a 23 incher, and I didn't measure the other one, but he was right around 20 something inches. So anyway, I just changed flies out, y'all. I had a really big heavy fly on there, and I swapped it out to a little bit lighter fly. But y'all, these redfish are stacked right here, and I mean, I ain't even kidding. They're stacked up right here. They're out here busting all around me out here chasing bait. All right, let's see if we can get some more, y'all, because they are stacked up right here. They're so stacked. The first two I've caught right here were both on blind cast. They're so stacked up right here, I didn't see the fish. But they here. I see them moving all right in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna make some blind casts. There's so many fish right out here. There's so many fish right in here, y'all. If I blind cast or not. God, it was terrible. The line got away from me. They're moving all right here. There's redfish all over right here. Well, they were eating that other fly. I had a black and purple fly on here, and they were eating it up. I put a chartreuse and white, and I hadn't got a bite on it yet. The other fly was just a little too heavy. It was working, but the fly itself was just heavy. Let me pull right back up here to where they are. The wind's kind of pushing me a little bit. I let off the trolling motor and the wind starts pushing me. These fish don't seem very big. They're all 20 something inches long. So far, the ones I've seen, they've all been 20 something inches long. But they're stacked up. It's a whole bunch of them. Well, if I had a client with me today, they could just here and smoke them. hate doing these super little bitty short casts. Now I saw that fish moving just then. I landed right next to that fish. There's two of them right here, I think. Come on, eat it. They're not eating this fly. I'm gonna have to swap flies again. I was catching them on that pearl and black, but it was just such a heavy fly. I didn't like throwing it. They're all around me right here, but they're not eating this fly. I mean, there's fish all around me right here. They're not eating the fly. I'm gonna have to swap flies. Yeah, I might have to swap flies again. They're all over. Here's one right here. Oh God. I accidentally hung him on his tail for a second. He's chasing it. I gotta swap flies, y'all. They're all around me right here, and they're not eating this fly. I mean, they are all over me. They're everywhere right here. I was throwing a little chartreuse and white, but they're not eating it. I think I'm gonna go black and purple again. I'm just gonna throw a little bit lighter color, or lighter fly in the black and purple. Unfortunately, I gotta order a bunch of flies. Doing a bunch of fishing trips, your flies start to get some of them, even though you're using a fly box and rinsing them, sometimes the hooks get rusted still. Whatever, I gotta get a bunch of flies because it is getting on prime time season right now to be catching these things. I'm gonna throw this little purple one right here. I'm gonna throw this little thing. Oh, this camera just shut off. It probably got too hot. That's what GoPros do. Let's throw this purple one right here. It should be dark enough for them to see it. And it's a lot lighter than that other black and purple I was throwing earlier. I caught two on the black and purple on back-to-back casts right here, y'all. There's so many reds stacked up. I know I hadn't proved that to y'all yet, but unless you were watching earlier before my phone got too hot. But they're stacked up right here. We just got to get on them. And that was a terrible night. That was a terrible night that I just did. I got plenty of leaders, so I'll just tie another one real quick. I use this is 40-pound fluorocarbon, y'all, that I use for leader. But I like having that big leader, y'all, because just like earlier today, I caught a 41 inch when I first got here and got started. And I don't like using these little bitty tapered leaders and all that stuff, y'all. I want something with some backbone. I'm not fishing for permit and bonefish and all this other stuff. I'm out here fishing for 20+ pound redfish. I ain't trying to be super whatever, but this fluorocarbon's invisible anyway for the most part. All right, y'all, let's get on them. They're all around us right here. We swap flies out. Let's get them. Yeah, this ought to work. This fly right here is a lot lighter as far as weight. But it's the right color. It's a dark color because the water is dirty today, y'all. The water is not clean. The only time I'm seeing these fish and actually see them is if they move close enough to me because the water is dirty. But now I see mud clouds and wakes where it's full of fish right out here. This thing's probably gonna tell me it got too hot. Yep. Y'all, GoPros are the worst about getting hot. I've got a Insta running in the back there on a like a platform that's been filming me the entire time I've been fishing today, and it has not got hot and turned off yet. But a GoPro, that joker gets warm and it turns off and tells you it got too hot. Bunch of mud clouds right here. Bunch of mud clouds. Mud clouds all over right here. There's redfish all right here in front of me. Just gotta get one to bite. Wind's blowing right in my face today. About ready to swap to my 10 weight rod right down there. That's my favorite rod anyway. I don't know if I'll ever buy another 8 weight rod. 8 weight's the most common out here, but I love my 10 weight. There's redfish moving all right here. All over the place right here. Come on, baby. Come on. Can I see my fly? Yeah, I can see the see it. what it is right here, y'all, there's normally a pond and a canal right here. The water's so low, it's drained out, and all these fish are sitting right here on the outside of the pond. There's one moving right here by me. There's one moving right next to me just then. There's one right here. It's number 4 for the day. It's number 4. Another 20-something incher. See the fly in his mouth, ladies and gentlemen? All right, buddy. Thank you. Gonna let you go. 21 inches. So not a giant. We're gonna let it go. They are stacked up right here. And unfortunately, I don't have a charter tomorrow, so I can sit here and catch them. I wish I had a charter tomorrow. There's so many fish right here. They are just stacked up on the outside of this pond. There's a ton of mud clouds right here. Like they're just stacked up right here. Ton of mud clouds right here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick my trolling motor down in the mud so I don't move. So we're gonna kind of use the trolling motor as a power pole. And I'm just gonna sit here and let these fish come by me because there's a ton of them right here. There's a bunch of, I think there's a bunch right out here. think I saw one swimming right there. I thought I saw one swimming right in there. There's a ton of them right out there too. I see them swimming right around the corner right here. Four. They're a 21 incher, and I caught another one that was somewhere around 22 or 23, but I didn't even measure it. There's a bunch of fish right here, y'all, but the water is dirty. I can see my fly about 3 or 4 inches. But there's fish right here. Until I see one, I'm just blind casting right here, y'all. Unless one gets close enough for me to see it. There's a pretty long cast across that little point right there. Let's see if there's one sitting there. I got a rough spot on my line right there. I'm gonna grab my spoon fly and chunk it a couple times. There goes a big wake across there. I got a spoon fly on this 10 weight rod down here. I think I'm gonna sling that thing a few times. See if we can talk one to eating a spoon fly. That's a spoon fly, folks at home. It literally looks like a. Oh, somebody made a comment. Yes, we're fishing. We're fly fishing. Finally had a comment on here. I can't believe it. Fly fishing for redfish. We've caught 4 so far. Like, yeah, 4. Caught 4 so far. Water is dirty, dirty. But there's fish out here. It's crazy to be out here fly fishing this dirty water, but there's fish and we're catching them. See, I love my 10 weight. I cast my so much better. I can sling that 10 weight pretty far. Maybe it's I done got so used to throwing my 10 weight. When I pick up that 8 weight, I just can't cast it as far. I can swing that 10 weight though. Alright, let's see if we can get one hit the spoon fly. There's fish all around me right here. But I've caught most of them on blind cast. Throwing it to the wind. That cast sucked. I don't know why. Why you do this? Come on, why? Quit acting crazy on me. I want to catch another big bull. I've caught a 41 inch today so far. God, it sucked. The cast sucked. Y'all, the wind is blowing some, and it is just, messing with me today. Most of my casting has been into the wind for one thing. Let's see if there's some sitting right there. Y'all, the water's dirty, but there's a ton of redfish right here. I've caught 3. They're chasing bait right there. I've caught 3 right here already in this one spot. But there was some mud. There was a mud cloud right there. Like there's some fish right here. Mud cloud right there. Like there's fish right there. Come on, baby. Let's get another one. What are you about to say? Fifth. Y'all know where that's from? Chappelle Show back in the day. The Chappelle Show. Oh. I think one swiped at it just then, but he missed it. I'm just blind casting right here, y'all. The water's dirty, but there's redfish all around right here. I mean, I literally see them out here busting bait. But the water's dirty, so I'm just trying to get this spoon fly to happen to go right close to one. Because water's dirty, I don't really see them. I'm just seeing mud clouds, and I see every once in a while they'll come up chasing bait. See, there's some moving right there. I know you're not supposed to let go. Sometimes it'll shoot it pretty far out there when I let go of it. Man, there's fish right here bust. That could be trout behind me. Someone's busting shrimp right there behind me. Come on, where you at? Let me catch another. We've caught 4 today so far, y'all. We've caught a 41 incher, big old girl. And we've caught a 23 incher, a 21 incher, and another one right around there that I didn't measure. So we've caught 4 fish. Just trying to catch some more. But what I might do, since it's getting 5 after 5 now, I might work my way back around this and go back over there to the bank where all those big bull reds were. So that's what I really want, y'all. I really want some giant ones, you know, some big 20+ pounders. That's what I like to catch. There's fish all out here in the middle. I'm gonna trolling motor. We'll kind of ease out here through the middle and work away because it's shallow all out in there. And I'm gonna go back towards where all the big bull reds were. All right, let's work our way out here. So I saw some fish busting out here just then. Out here in the middle. I say the middle, we are in a bay, but it's super shallow, y'all. Super, super shallow. Like literally inches deep. In fact, am I stuck? I don't think I'm stuck. No, I'm not stuck. I'm moving. Wouldn't be the first time that I've got stuck. Fly fishing. It's always fly fishing. When I get stuck, it's because I'm trying to use my skiff like a hovercraft and go places it ain't supposed to go. Yeah, there's fish all out here in the middle too. And plus, I got the sun to my back facing this way, and so does the camera. So maybe I can see some big ones out here. I want to get on some more. I want to get on another 20 incher. Come on now, come on. Am I stuck? I'm far enough out. I don't think I'm gonna get stuck, but I am super shallow. But I will trim that Yamaha down and let it eat mud. Trust me, I'll get out of here. Yeah, there's fish all out in here. I see a lot of shrimp jumping out here in the middle of this thing. So I want to go investigate that. I'd like to catch another 20 pounder today. Yeah, we're even way out here, y'all, off the shore. I'm only in about 6 or 7 inches of water. Maybe there'll be some bulls right out here feeding. There's definitely fish activity out here. I just hope it's the right kind. A lot of bait activity right up here. I am so tempted to put on a topwater fly, y'all. And call them big old bulls up to it. Oh man. There's bait everywhere right here. And we're still like maybe 6 or 7 inches deep right here, y'all. And we're out in the middle of the bay. It's like 6 or 7 inches deep. God, there's a lot of bait right out here. Super shallow right here. I'm all over the bottom. There's tons of bait. I'm not seeing any big bull red moving out here. I'll try easing towards the shoreline over here a little bit, but I know it gets very, very shallow. I don't even know how close I can get. But after this, I'm going to go back to this other shoreline around right over here that caught that 41 incher on today. That's what I'm out here for, y'all, is bull reds. If you're just joining, we've caught 4 redfish today. The first one was 41 inches long. Then we caught somewhere around a 22 or 23 that I didn't measure. And then we caught a 23 incher and a 21 incher, which are, you know, those are small. I mean, the 41 is not small, but the 20 something inchers are small. But we're looking for them big old girls. We want them redfish that shop at Lane Bryant. I think I see some backs, you know, right up on the water line right up here, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to get up here to them. It's very shallow. I definitely see a lot of bait right here. A lot of bait. Boy, that mud stinks, y'all. It smells like sulfur. Water's real low and you can smell it. All right. I'm gonna turn. There's a canal opening right down here. I'm gonna work towards this canal opening, then we're gonna go shoot and hit the other bank over there. I'm gonna go get on some more big bull reds, y'all. All right. I'm gonna get us out here deep enough where I can get over here, y'all, and I'm gonna go over here to this other bank where all those bull reds supposed to be. Y'all, I might put on a top water, as crazy as it sounds. A top water fly. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put on top water fly, y'all. As much as these fish are out here chasing shrimp busting all over the place, and grab another fly box. And you're back. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just about to show y'all something, and the lost signal. Of course, I'm still recording up there on my YouTube camera in the back, but I'm gonna put on a top water fly. poison squirrels. See if we can get one of these big mamas, a big daddy, hit top water. As much as they chasing shrimp, they ought to. Well, they were chasing shrimp the other day anyway. Everybody. But all I got is fluorocarbon, but well, anyway, it might not matter. A bunch of spoon flies and crabs and stuff. That's a bunch of topwater flies and crabs and stuff. Y'all might not be able to see it from the sun anyway. And a bunch more flies. And then a lot more flies. Got 2 boxes of flies, y'all, out here. Let me oh, I got my topwater fly. I'm gonna grab a water real quick, y'all. I'm gonna burn up. I got me a water. We're gonna work our way right over here and work right around this bank, y'all. There's been a bunch of bulls on the other side of this bank, and that's where we caught the bull earlier today. It was a 41 incher. But instead of starting the motor up, I'm just gonna work my way around there because this whole bay is shallow. I got to do a couple of practice casts with top water. This thing don't weigh anything. I mean, this fly, which I know you're throwing that's obviously you're throwing the weight of the line, but what I mean is these top water flies are so lightweight. Oh yeah, I can sling it. And I've been throwing these other flies today. And I know that's not the correct way. Everybody that's a pro is gonna be like, "You ought to be stripping when you pop it." I do strip, but I like popping my rod. Y'all, I did not grow up fly fishing. I grew up in the great state of Georgia fishing for bass. I actually did not start fly fishing until I started chartering until I started doing fly charters. And then I learned, because to do fly charters, I just had to put people on the fish, which I was putting people on fish. And then I learned how to fly fish while I was doing fly charters, you know, basically just grabbing fly rod and going fishing. And that's how I learned. So sometimes my casts are not the prettiest, but I've caught I don't know, y'all, hundreds of redfish on the fly rod. So, and I've caught a whole bunch of 40-inch and bigger redfish on the fly rod. So it might not always be the prettiest, but it works. That bank that we were just on is absolutely loaded with fish, but a lot of them are like 20-something inches long. So I'm going back over here to this other bank, y'all, that has, you know, 40 inches on it. That's what I want. And I put on this top water fly just to try to have some fun with it. See, that whole bank over there is loaded with fish. From here, I just saw a tail come up by the water over there. But like I said, most of them were 20 something inches long. I want to go catch a 40. I like catching 40 inch. You know, I want to catch double the size of those 20 something inches. So this other bank we're going to, right over here, it's got some really big ones on it. We caught a 41 incher, I think 38 minutes into fishing today. So they're here. And it's getting evening time. Cooling off slightly, I guess. And they ought to be eating. We've had a falling tide the whole time we've been out here, which is good. There's bait everywhere out here. Shrimp, a fish just came up right there behind me just then. There's bait everywhere out here. Shrimp jumping all over the place. Bait fish. So, oh God, yeah, there's fish out here in front of me. I just got to get over here to them. I just saw one. Could have idled, but I guess if I would have idled, it would have saved me about 2 or 3 minutes, I guess. I haven't seen another fishing boat at all. I've seen there's a shrimp boat parked over there, probably sleeping. Usually when it's hot, there's actually a couple of shrimp boats parked over there. Usually when it's hot this time of year, the shrimpers, they actually shrimp like at nighttime and sleep during the day. They got generators on the shrimp boat, so during the day they turn that generator on and they're sitting in the air conditioning sleeping. And they shrimp at night when it's nice and cool. Or, you know, it ain't really cool down here, but it's cooler, I guess. All right. We're over here in the area. We in the area, about to be looking for 20 pounders again. All right, let's start looking for 20 pounders, boys and girls. Water's dirty, 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 dirty. I hope I can across it. So far, we're making it across it. We should be good. Well, this water is dirty, dirty. I mean, it's like dirty. Well, we're going to be throwing this top water fly, so we'll see if they'll eat it. It'll probably clean up when I get around this corner right here. This right here is like a little, like an opening to get back in this bay. So the water will probably clean up right over here. I see bait movement all right in here. So if anybody's just joined us, or if anybody's even watching, came out here as an afternoon trip just by myself. I've caught a 41 incher, a 23 incher, a 21 incher, and another one that was somewhere around 22 or 23 that I didn't measure. Water's dirty. We got a little bit of wind, but there's bait everywhere. And I just came right here to this bank because it's been having some big bull reds on it. I see a ton of disturbed water out here already. This is the bank that we caught the 41 inch on earlier today. I put a top water fly on here, y'all, just to see if I can get them to bite it. We had a charter right here a couple of days ago, y'all, and there were bull reds working all over this bank. I see some wakes down here, but I'm not sure if it's bait or fish. I'll probably sling this fly out there just to see. A lot of bait right here. That was my fault. I turned on my camera mid-cast. Why did my camera turn off? Says it ran out of battery, but I got a battery pack. I'm not seeing any bull activity right now. I got something I might try. I'm just looking, y'all. I'm looking for activity right here. There's tons of bait activity right here. I'm just looking for something chasing. Yeah, I'm gonna pull down. I'm gonna try something. Oh, I got some comments. People are starting to leave some comments. Oh wow, we got 4 people watching. It's Montana. Living the dream. I don't know about that. He said I'm living the dream. Maybe if I was busy with charters, I'd be living the dream right now. But right now, we're just trying to make it to September when I do get busy. Everybody's slow right now. All the charter guides, everybody's slow right now, unfortunately. I'm going to try old Chinese secret technique. We're going to do a popper and a dropper. So what we finna do is pull right out here on this flat where they make babies at, because the water's dirty. Now I can go back to the other bank over there where there's a ton of fish over there, but they're all 20-something inches. I could do that, but you know, I mean, 20 something inches just ain't that fun to me. But I want to try something. So right here, y'all, there's the spawning flat where they get out there and make babies. You pull out there, if you listen real close, you can hear like some, you know, some 1970s music going on. But I'm gonna rig up a popper and a dropper. So what we're gonna do, the number one technique when we're out here throwing what you call it, what am I trying to say? We're out here throwing spinning rods for these things is using a popping cork with a leader and then running down to a plastic. That's where we're throwing. And then you sit out here and you pop your cork. You pop your cork and that makes noise. They hear the noise. It helps attract them. They come up. They see the plastic under it on the jig head. They grab it and take off. So what we're going to do is we're going to rig up a big old topwater fly. I got another camera about there, y'all. We're going to rig up a big old topwater fly like this. And then I'm going to run a leader off of it. I wish I had some 30-pound. I think all I got in the boat is, I think all I got in here is 40-pound. 40-pound leader because we've been out here messing with these bull reds. Anyway, we're going to run a leader off of that. We're going to tie a leader to the popping fly, the big topwater fly. And we're going to tie a fly to that. And then I'm going to ease out there and blind cast this big old fly around. And see what happens, y'all. And see if I can get lucky enough to call one up. You really got two chances. They could hit the top water. They could hit the top water fly because they come up and hit our popping corks all the time when we're out here on spinning rods. Or they'll hit the dropper fly, which is usually what they do. And this technique works, y'all. We did it last year. So it is a technique that works. I mean, I am kind of making it up as you go, but it does work. We did it last year. Unfortunately, we did it too late in the season last year. We caught them like this last year, but I didn't think about it. It didn't cross my mind until late in the season. I was like, you know what? Let's try it. And it worked. The first day we tried it, we had a 21.5 pounder doing this. The wind, it was white capping, y'all. The wind was blowing. The only reason we started doing that is we were catching them on fly, like sight fishing for them earlier in the day. And the wind started blowing like 20 something miles an hour and it was white capping. So we had to swap it up just to try to catch fish, you know. So when we swapped it up, that's what we started doing was popper and dropper in like 8 feet of water. The first one we caught was we caught a ton of speckled trout. And then the first, in fact, it was the only bull red that day doing that, but it was 21.5 pounds. Miss Allison Owsley, she's a fly fishing guide on the Yellowstone, caught it. It's on video. If y'all look at my channel, There's a video called Legends of the Fall. And the last fish we caught that day that she caught, that's how we caught it, was on a popper and dropper. It's just weird to rig up because you don't want the your leader to come untied or come off the popper, because obviously you'll lose the fish. So I kind of, whenever I do it, I rig it up like hardcore because I don't want to lose it. Because these are not little fish we're going for, y'all. They are not little fish. All right. Let me tie on the dropper, which I got right here from earlier today, because this is the fly we were catching all the bull reds on, or caught the bull red on. And we'll go right out here. And it's very hard to, it's hard for me to cast anyway. It's a weird setup. But we're gonna go out here. I'm gonna try to cast it. Notice I said I'm gonna try to cast it. And we'll see if we can call up one of these big old bulls. But I'm close enough to this bank right over there that if I see them start coming up on this bank and feeding like they were the other day, I can just pull right over here and start back catching them on this bank. I had a charter and they were feeding all over this bank right here the other day. We caught one that was 38 inches, and shortly after we got it in, a big lightning storm came up. We had to run. All right, y'all. I have a popper and I have a dropper. You pop this, you make your noise, splash, splash, splash. They come up, see the dropper fly, supposedly, and eat it. Let's go try it. And I'm doing this on my 10 weight rod. This thing is already a pain in the butt to cast because it's a weird rig. It's hard, at least for me. Like Allison Owsley, she was casting it like a pro, but she is a pro. But I am not a pro fly caster. Like, I did not grow up on a trout stream somewhere. I grew up on the Flint River chasing big mouth bass and shoal bass. So completely different. And then I'm self-taught fly fishing, just basically coming out here and doing it. And that's how I learned to fish. Woo! It makes some noise. It'll work. Let's pull out here and see if I can catch one on it, y'all. I'll probably catch speckled trout on it too, but all it takes is to pop this thing in front of a redfish and it's game on, like Donkey Kong playing ping pong with his ding dong. You know what I mean? There's trout out here chasing shrimp all behind me back here. 10 till 6. It ought to be prime time. Them big old redfish ought to be trying to warm them up a TV dinner and put their slippers on. You know what I mean? These big old redfish trying to kick back and watch Golden Girls and Sanford and Son. And eat them a snack. And I hope this is the snack they want right here. I just saw a big one roll up here on this flat. So unless that was a dolphin, them bulls are up here on this flat. I hope this ain't dolphins. It won't take but a few casts to find out, y'all, because if they're on this flat, them bulls will eat this thing up like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. So maybe we can teach a new technique to people fly fishing. Actually get something. I just hit something with a trolling motor way out here, and it's deep out here. That was weird. Or something ran into the trolling motor. All right, I'm gonna pull up here a little way so I can cast with the wind, y'all. This thing is really awkward to cast. And plus, it'll get the sun hopefully out of the camera for y'all. So I really hope I start seeing them bulls come up feeding. I'm gonna go back over there and smoke them. All right, little splats right out here. I'm gonna get up here, spin the boat around, and we're gonna start chunking and winding, y'all. Yeah, there's fish out here because there went a big wake right there. It might be about to be game on right here, buddy. That's the second or third wake I didn't see. Yeah, there's a wake right there. There's fish out here. All right, let's see if we can talk one of these big jokers into biting. I'm gonna get right here, y'all, and I'm gonna spin around and put the power pole down to get the camera and out of the sun and make it easier for me to cast. Because the wind is blowing this way, and I don't want to cast into the wind. All right, we're gonna power pole down. We've seen some wakes right here. Let's give it a shot. This thing is awkward to cast. Super awkward to cast. Woo! I can't even cast it real far. But if that popper goes under, I'm gonna be real excited. Because it's probably gonna be something real big. I have to go way back with my back cast. I have to really concentrate on my back cast doing this. This thing sounds good. This thing sounds better than a popping cork. I just gotta talk one of them into biting it, man. so weird to cast. So weird to cast. I had a bite of some sort just then, y'all. Could have been a trout. Come on, baby. Come on. I thought I heard something bust out there just then. I can only cast it like 20 something or 30 feet, y'all. It's just awkward for me to cast, but I'm trying. If anybody's just joining, y'all gonna be like, "What is he doing?" Well, y'all, I've caught 4. Oh God! And when there's a bull pushing right there behind me just then. That joker snuck around this bank. He's going around that corner right there behind me, right there. Dang! That joker snuck right by. He just went around that curve. So anyway, y'all, I've already caught 4 today, doing like normal fly fishing. But this is a big spawning flat right here. They get out here and spawn this time of year. And so I put on a popper and a dropper. So basically I got a top water fly on right here, big old popper. And I got another fly up under it that, another like sinking, like a big old heavy duty fly, black and purple. And I'm popping this top water fly to attract them with the noise. They come up, see the other fly, and grab it. Sorry, y'all. One of my buddies calling. He calls every day. So, Danny, if you're watching, yes, I'm fishing because he calls me every day and asks me if I'm fishing. But so you pop the popper, it attracts them with the noise. They come up, see the bottom fly theoretically, and grab it and take off. All right. And there are fish out here working because I've seen them. So now we just got to get one of them to bite. This thing, for me, is hard to cast because it's an awkward setup. So I can only cast it 20 something or 30 feet. Y'all, they're moving out. There's fish out here. I see them coming up moving. Just gotta get one of them to bite this thing. It is very hard for me to cast this setup, but we're gonna keep trying. All it takes is one bull swimming somewhere close to this thing and he'll grab it. That way I can prove my theory. Y'all, I'm gonna do something rare when I get in tonight. I'm not gonna wash the boat, but there's a reason for that. A company sent me some cleaning supplies for me to try out and make a video and review them and all that stuff. So I'll probably, something big rolled right there. So I'll probably wait, clean the boat tomorrow and film all that and do a review on those cleaning supplies they sent me. A big one rolled right there just then. That wasn't no trout, that was something big. Oh, that was a halfway decent cast. Another something big rolled right there. They out here, I just gotta get one of them to bite it. I'm getting better at casting this thing. It's an awkward setup. God, I'm ready for one of these things to grab it. I know it's gonna happen. Let me make sure everything. See one rolled over there. There's fish out here. Yeah, I think everything still looks cool. Oh. I let go too soon on my forecast that time. I'm really surprised we had that one little bite. I'm really surprised we hadn't been catching a bunch of trout doing this. Y'all, there's a come on. Y'all, there's a little bit of a current line right there. Not much of one, but a little bit of one. I'm gonna pull right there that current line. Pull right there that current line and see if we can get one to bite. Oh my God, there went a bull pushing off behind me just then. A giant, he's pushing, that's twice. There's another bull pushing behind me right there. I mean, I can't, there's no way I can get him with this setup. He's too far, but another one just pushed off right there. There's trout out here. There's trout out here busting, so maybe these redfish are right out here with them. I'll pull right here in this current line. We'll give it a shot. We've caught 4 fish, folks at home. We've caught a 41 incher, a 23 incher, a 21 incher, and another one right around 22 or 23, somewhere around there. So we have caught fish. I'm just kind of experimenting right now. Whew, it's such an awkward thing to cast. There's trout out here feeding though. I'm getting better at casting this weird rig, but come on, baby dog, come on. Come on. Oh, something pulled it under for a second. Something actually pulled it under for a second right there, y'all. Oh, it's trout. It's trout. I just had a trout chase up to the top. There's trout all right here. Oh man, there's a ton of trout right there behind me busting. Let me at least see if we can catch a trout on this weird rig, y'all. There's trout all right here behind me, easy. it's such a weird rig to cast. Oh, GoPro shut off. It's either hot, out of battery, or just don't feel like it. The Insta camera I've had running all day has not shut off. Such a weird rig to cast, but whatever. I'm doing okay. I might try a different color dropper. Maybe something brighter or something. But that black and purple ought to work. Look at that. I just had a trout hit it on top just then and missed it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go with a different dropper fly. Something a little bit brighter or something. There's fish all around me right here. I think you want them to eat it, man. You're trying to experiment right here. What somebody say? Donkey Kong. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. I get a little excited. Maybe we go with this one. This purple and chartreuse. Kind of the best of both worlds. This one right here. Trying to catch one on my popper and dropper, y'all. I'm planning on actually using this technique a lot this fall whenever we're not sight fishing for them. Like if we just pull out here on these spawning flats like this. It's blind casting, but it's still fun. I mean, it's still fun to catch a giant on the fly rod, even on a blind cast. Heard a fish bust somewhere. On this, since this is a weird rig we're doing anyway, I'm just doing a Palomar knot down here, a non-slip Palomar knot instead of a loop knot. Since we're not sight fishing for them right here, we're doing a weird thing. So I'm just doing a Palomar knot. All right, let's see if they'll see this better. I know we're around them. I know they're out here. at that. As I was reeling it in, or not reeling it in, obviously, had a speckled trout grab it. On the drop, on the popper, drop. All right, little speckled trout. There's a wake right there. There's bulls working out here, y'all. It's like the third wake I done seen back there where I was actually sitting a while ago. There's a ton of speckled trout right here in front of me. Come on, baby. Trout right here in front of me. Speckled trout hitting this thing. I'm gonna move right back over here on top of this flat. I'm gonna do this several more casts, y'all, and then we'll probably roll. We've caught 4 today. I was trying to have some fun with this dropper and popper, see if I could catch a bull, but so far we've caught 1 speckled trout. Let's try it right here for a little bit. It's just a very weird, awkward thing to cast. Because you're casting 2 flies at once, and the big popper fly, the top fly, is super lightweight. It's just made out of foam, and it catches the wind real easy. It's just, for me, it's weird. It's weird to cast. I can only get it 20 something feet, maybe. And of course, dolphins. Oh my God, there's bulls working right there. I just saw his wake right there. Right here by the boat, man. Come on, baby. I saw his wake right there. Come on, baby. Grab it. Come on, grab it. That was definitely a bull wake right there by the boat. I know they're out here. We've been catching them out here. We spin the trolling motor, spin the boat back around. There was a bull that made a big wake right out there. I mean, casting distance from me. All right, power pole down. Let's give this thing a few more casts. We know they're in here, y'all. We know they're here. Got to talk one of them into biting. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let me get one. Let me get one. All you need is one. La, da, 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 da. Oh, dolphins back there. I thought I heard gunshots. It was dolphins coming up, shooting the water out or whatever. Such a awkward thing to cast. Come on, baby. Come on, one. Let me get one. Let me show the folks at home and prove my theory. That's all I want to do. Well, I got a trout, but that don't count. I'm trying to get a bull red. That was a good cast. Come on, baby. Let me get one. One on the popper and drop it. That's all we need. Bull red, that is, not trout. Oh, it went under for a second. Must not have been the droid we were looking for. I guess I should have stayed over there and kept messing with them 20-something inch redfish. There's a ton of them over there, but they just ain't real big. All right, I'm seeing a bunch of. Okay, towards this bank where I caught that 41 incher at today, y'all. I'm seeing a lot of bait and stuff come up over there. We'll run back over there. We'll try it and see. We'll pop the popper and drop her a couple times as we go across here. But I'm seeing bait come up over there, so maybe them bulls will be over there on that bank like they're supposed to be. That's a good cast. Right there in the middle of the spawning flat. Eat it, baby. Eat it. They're grabbing it, but it's trout. It's trout grabbing it. Like, it's trout right there. Tons of trout grabbing it. Not what we want. Not what we want. We want something that wants to eat the trout. That's what we want. It got me excited when it went under, though. Battery low. GoPros, baby. GoPros. Oh my Lord. What just rolled that thing on top just then? It seemed like a big roll to be a trout. Well, if one grabs it right there behind the boat, I'm screwed anyway. Come on, baby. You get one bull out here doing this. You need. Shoot, I'll be ready to roll if I catch another bull. I think that water being dirty today is kind of hurting me a little bit. I've caught 4 fish, don't get me wrong, but if the water was clean, it'd probably be just game on. The trout out here grabbing this thing right next to the boat. not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. I'm gonna go right over here, y'all. Make one pass down this bank, throwing a regular fly, and see if we can catch one more bull red. If you're just watching, y'all, we caught a 41 incher earlier. 23 incher, 21 incher, and another like 22 or 23 incher that I didn't measure. So we've caught fish. Can't complain. We've caught them. Two years ago, the reason I came out here today, y'all, 2 years ago on this day, 2 years ago, whatever today's date is, we came out here and just smoked the big bull reds on. We were throwing spinning rods, but man, we tore them up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna span this little stretch. I'm gonna run in, y'all, because it's 6:35. And I've eaten 2 bologna sandwiches all day, and that's it. So I'm pretty hungry. So we'll just see if we see a big one over here, and then I'm gonna run. All right. Let's see if we can see one more bull. There's a ton of trout over here. I think I see one right here. I think I see one coming towards me right here. Oh, it's a freaking giant alligator gar. Never mind. Do not want that. About a 5-foot gar. I don't want that. All I saw was the back, you know, kind of doing this right here on top of the water. So I thought it was a bull red, but it was about a 5-foot alligator gar. Homie don't play that. See if we can see a bull, and then we go. Water's dirty today. I didn't say this a bunch of times, y'all. I can only see my fly about 4 or 5 inches, maybe. So I'm really having to look for like the weights and stuff like that, the pushes. The bull we caught earlier, we saw the push. It was a big old weight coming towards me, and I just sat there and waited for it. It was coming right toward me. And when it got within casting distance, put the fly in front of it, strip, boom. She ate it. There's tons of trout out here feeding. They're all over the place. I don't want that though.